Hello and welcome back to the Zips and Wets YouTube channel. Today we're back doing kind of a camera microphone live video with the Hentai Heaven sticker because you seem to like that in the comment section. And today we're doing a short-ish video about my experience working for Uber Eats. And right before we hit the video, I just want to remind you to like, comment and subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you could help me, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Let's get right into the video. So, if you don't know, Uber Eats is a food delivery company which employs and operates via an app. Like, it just basically just exactly like the taxi service. You get your food delivered from varying restaurants, for example McDonald's, by people who applied and just work with their own car, their own bike. So, for me, I started working for them in the middle of March, right after I turned 18 because I needed a job. And that's 2019, by the way. Not now. I don't work with them anymore because reasons. And yeah. So I started working with them, and honestly, I enjoyed it. I made good money. I'll get to that later. But I started working them while still doing my A-levels. And what they would look at during then is I'd go to school, whatever, and come back home, chill. And about 5:30, I'd get on my bike. Yes, I couldn't drive at the time, and I used a bike. Yeah, I used a bike. It was fine. I used a bike and a bag. It's great. So around 5:30, I'd turn the app on. I'd leave and I'd go cycle towards the nearest McDonald's that is to me, which is down like this little high street and has loads of like different restaurants, which is very good because obviously you can get deliveries from all of them since you're in the area. And I just wait till I get delivery. I got delivery, yeah, because I did that. I collected the food. Obviously, I had to accept delivery first. And I went to the place, I delivered it, and I got paid. So it was an interesting experience, but I enjoyed it overall. And it was a great thing to keep me fit, especially cycling all around like London, my area especially. But yeah, like it was good. It was positive, put it that way. Now, how Uber works is you get paid a flat fee for each thing you do. So, for picking up food, you get paid a certain amount. Then every mile you do, you get paid a certain amount. And for the actual delivery drop-off, you get paid a certain amount. Now, the reason I started at 5:30 is that begins peak time, so there's a lot more deliveries. Also, at 6 p.m, multipliers start to kick in. Now, what multipliers are is in times where they need more drivers, they encourage people to come out by multiplying the pays. So, at 6 p.m, it usually would be about 1.1, which is minimum, but obviously, once you do a lot of trips, even 1, it starts to add up, like, fairly. And it's a way to just get more drivers out. But obviously, as the time went on, during peak times, it would increase. So the most common one for me is in the late hours of the evening, around 8, 9 p.m, would have about 1.3 in my area. However, I've seen it before at 1.4. So, for example, at 1.4, 1.3 even, you get like a 2-3 mile delivery. Like, it really does add up. And you do make a lot more money than you would usually. Yeah. Now, so, obviously that's how the paying works. And now you're wondering how much would you actually make. Now, that varies a lot. It varies on demand, supply and demand, basically. So, during like a school week when I was still doing my A-levels and I was in school, I would only work about 2, 3, maybe 4 days in a week, and I'd work probably less than 10 hours. When I work less than 10 hours, only probably peak times, so probably like Friday, Saturday, Thursday maybe. Those are like the best days, personally. I'd make anywhere between, on a bad week, £50 and about £100 on like a really good week. Working less than 10 hours, which I think, especially for someone my age, with the minimum wage here being quite low for the younger people. I mean, bear in mind, my old job paid me £4.20 an hour for handing out leaflets, which was pretty bad. And so yeah, that was between £50 and £100 was like a school week. When I finished going to school and I was on my holidays, obviously I was making a lot more money. So I would make anywhere between £100 and £200 on the average week, where I worked probably about I probably worked about average of 16 hours. There was one week, however, where I was like, I need money because I was going on a shopping trip right before I headed to uni. So I went on a sort of like a very long week. I worked 6 days. I worked about 22 hours that week, and I made, it was about £240, which honestly is over £10 an hour, and I believe that's pretty good, especially for like someone my age. Now, would I recommend it to you? Yes. It's a positive experience, as I said before, and especially if you currently are unemployed or you're a teenager looking to make some money off a part-time job. I think it's great. It keeps you fit, which is beneficial. You know, you're outside, you're cycling, it's fun. I mean, and if you need money, you will get paid. Like, you will. It's not a scam. You will get paid. So if you do want to join, up here will be my code, my joining code, which will give you a £50 bonus after a certain amount of deliveries. It will be up there. I'm not 100% sure if it's still active because obviously I've not worked for a while now. But if you are going to sign up, then feel free to use that if you want to. If you don't, up to you. However, it is a £50 bonus to your pay after a certain amount of deliveries. Now, what do you need to start? Now, I got quite lucky because, obviously, as I said, I was cycling. So my dad does like bikes, and he bought a bike a while back, which he hasn't been using recently because he injured his Achilles. So he has a lot of pain when exercising, and it's still healing because Achilles take quite a while to heal. So I have a quite good bike which let me traverse around London quite well with the food. So you need a decent bike in order to make your deliveries as smooth as possible. You also need a big insulated bag, like a big bag, because if you get like a pizza thing or something, like it's so difficult to get pizza to places without like ruining it if you don't have a proper bag. And also, you don't want low reviews because otherwise you're not going to get as many deliveries. You also, obviously need the phone. Holder for your phone to put on your, is it called a steering wheel on a bike? I'm not sure because it's not a steering wheel, but you're so yeah, you need to use the map, you need to accept deliveries, etc. And keep your phone safe. And a power bank, definitely power bank. The app takes so much goddamn battery, it's ridiculous. You actually do not understand. That's all you really need to start. Obviously, one thing, get some safety gear. You know, like some reflective things on your bike, maybe a reflective jacket, a helmet. You never know what's going to happen to you on the road. But yeah, now the last point I'm going to make is, would I do it again? Yeah. I definitely enjoyed it. It got to the point where I was extremely fit, and I couldn't even feel most of the journeys. Even when I was doing things called double deliveries, which is where a restaurant gets more deliveries and you have to go to different places, which sometimes can happen to 12, 13 miles because you go to one place because it's 3 miles away, the other one's 3.2, so you have to go boom, boom. Okay, that's 9 miles, but yeah. But they do pay well. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it. So yeah, and I would definitely do it again. So thank you all for watching this video. It's a bit of a different type of thing that I'll do, but I feel like it was a good topic to talk about. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year, as I said before, and I really appreciate if you could help me achieve that. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.